an annual source of money from its general fund for the arts. So with me now, someone who wants you to vote yes on Prop 28, Director of Visual and Performing Arts at San Diego Unified School District, Russ Sperling. Mr. Sperling, thanks for being here with us.
I'm happy to be here, and I have to say, in my district role, I can't advocate for it, the measure, but of course, you can imagine what I might be thinking.
That is true. So let me take that back. He's not asking you to vote yes, but we will discuss the matters at hand here. So kind of some shocking numbers. 88% of California schools apparently fail to provide arts education, which is required by law. Is that correct?
Well, that's the data that the campaign is sharing. I'm not sure that those are the numbers that we have here in San Diego Unified, but it is rather shocking that in the entertainment capital world, where we have so much in the creative economy in California, that we don't really have a robust arts education as much as some other areas of the country.
So let's lay out the details of Proposition 28. So it would take money yearly from the general fund, and so this wouldn't raise taxes, correct?
That's correct. That's one of the good things that we would all appreciate, that it does not raise taxes on anyone, but it would take money right off the top of the general fund, and the amount of that money would be based upon the amount of money that is set aside for public schools, for which is called the Prop 98 guarantee, which about 40% of the overall budget goes to public education. And so they would take 1% of that amount, and then they would go over to the other half of the budget and take that amount and give it to music and arts in the schools.
Well, let's talk about the importance of this, of just having the arts and music education available for these kids.
Well, I think that we hear over and over again, at least I hear over and over again in my office, about the importance, the transformative effect that arts education can have on students. I mean, it is one of the things that brings kids to school. We actually have data in our school district that when our arts teachers show up on campus, the attendance rates actually do go up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, these are the things that bring kids to school. These are the things that get kids to think creatively, to express themselves, to really engage with other students and with the content in ways that they can't through some of the regular academic content, because it's not really set up that way. Obviously, reading and writing, math, fundamental to every student's education, but to really make the world become alive and colorful, I think most people think that arts education is important, and that's what Gallup polls actually show, is that over 90% of the public feel that arts education is an important part of a well-rounded education for all of our students.
It's interesting because I think sometimes as we get older, we neglect the arts and music because we think, oh, well, that's not going to help me in my older years or help me get a job. But it's those things that we miss when we're older. At least I noticed that. So you kind of gear back towards it. So it is so important.
Yeah, I never hear from somebody that says, oh, gosh, I took too many music classes when I was in school. I always hear, oh, gosh, I wish I had been able to take more music, and maybe I didn't really need to take as much of that other stuff or whatever it is. And what's also interesting, as you kind of allude to, is when we're infants, when we're toddlers, we're all singers, we're all dancers, we're all acting and drawing and all those things, and we kind of work our way out of it. But with good instruction in school, all those skills can be developed, and they can really make us better human beings, frankly.
And they really do help, just with public speaking and the creative mind. So, I mean, those skill sets really come into play everywhere, I think.
Yeah, we actually just had a conference. I'm virtually in front of the theater at Hoover High School, and we were which is a new theater, which is amazing that our district is building these new theaters throughout the city. But we were doing a creative leaders assembly this morning, where we brought members of the creative economy, not just arts organizations, but architecture firms, advertisers, media, the vast array of employment opportunities that are available in a very very large $11 billion San Diego regional creative economy. So there's actual real opportunities out there. And even if our students don't go into those fields, which fields don't really need some creativity? I mean, that's an important aspect to everyone these days in the 21st century.
Agreed. Russ Sperling, again, Director of Visual and Performing Arts, San Diego Unified School District. We were discussing California Proposition 28 that would boost arts, music, education funding. We appreciate your time this evening.
It's great to be here, Jenny. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Proponents